Kimberly Ann Johnson, The Fourth Trimester, a postpartum guide to healing your body, balancing your emotions, and restoring your vitality. Many women feel pressured to return to a sense of normalcy 6 weeks after the birth of their child. This point in time marks a woman's post-birth checkup, when a doctor evaluates whether she can return to her usual routine and safely exercise and engage in sex once again. However, many moms aren't ready to return to normal just 6 weeks after giving birth, and they're often left in the dark about what to expect physically, mentally, and emotionally as mothers with newborns. What's rarely acknowledged is that the fourth trimester makes up the first 3 months following the birth of the child, not 6 weeks. It's a crucial time for a woman's postpartum recovery, and yet it's rarely given the same consideration as prenatal care, beyond the limited discussion about postnatal depression. This link offers support to women who have entered or are about to enter their fourth trimester. It will help you understand what you should expect following the birth of your child and provide you with some insights about how to reconnect with your body, your energy, and your sex life. Create a plan for your fourth trimester. While you were pregnant, you were probably inundated with advice about how to take care of yourself so that your child had the best start to life. But you may have noticed a serious lack of similar advice about nurturing yourself once your baby was born. Let's try to fill that gap a little now. The best way to prepare for the fourth trimester is by creating a postpartum sanctuary plan. A postpartum sanctuary plan allows you to anticipate the support you may need physically, mentally, and emotionally following the birth of your child. It's common for women to wait until their children are toddlers or even several years of age before they start post-birth recovery in earnest. However, it's important to occupy a nurturing environment immediately following birth so that you can recover and your baby can thrive. That's where a postpartum sanctuary plan can help. So, what does a postpartum sanctuary plan involve? It includes 4 universal postpartum needs: rest, nourishing food, loving touch, and contact with nature. First and foremost, rest is essential to postpartum recovery. New mothers need to rest for around a month after giving birth. Birth can be a very unpredictable and stressful experience. It takes a serious toll on a woman's body, mind, and spirit. In the month that follows, a mother with a newborn needs to be mothered herself. All of her energy will be used to care for her baby, so she must be cared for in turn. Many Eastern cultures, like those in China and India, understand how crucial this postpartum care is. In these cultures, women return to their childhood homes for the first month after giving birth so that their mothers can take care of them. A woman attempting to recover in her own home will be barraged with household responsibilities. But back in the comfort of her mother's home, she doesn't have to worry about anything other than nursing and nurturing her newborn. Shifting to her mother's house also means she can benefit from the wisdom and experience of an older woman who can provide her with comfort and knowledge. While you may not be able to move back in with your mother, you can create a postpartum sanctuary plan with your partner to support you during your recovery. Discuss with them what help you may need from them and others. For instance, who might be able to cook meals for you. You could start a meal train so your friends and family can rotate dropping meals off for you. Would you like a massage every week? How often would you like the laundry to be done? How many visitors are you comfortable having the first week of the first month? Do you want herbal baths? Time to read a good book. Thinking about how you'd like to be taken care of and creating a plan will help ensure the support you need is available when you need it. Many cultures place the highest priority on the first 40 to 60 days following birth because it's crucial in supporting a mother's long-term health, including preventing diseases. In addition to rest, nourishing food plays an important role in this aspect of recovery. Food is a natural medicine, and consuming foods that are collagen-dense and mineral-rich help cleanse the uterus and produce breast milk. Foods that are warm and easy to digest, like soups, are a great option during the postpartum period. Loving touch is another important component of your postpartum sanctuary plan. As your organs, blood, and hormones recalibrate to pre-pregnancy levels, bodywork can aid your recovery. Bodywork includes massage and herbal steaming. This helps organs move back to their optimal positions and encourages your body to release pent-up emotions and toxins. Another way to proceed with a healthy recovery is by getting in touch with nature. Being cooped up at home can contribute to postpartum depression. If you have trouble getting outside, try sitting by an open window so you can bathe in natural light and take in the fresh air. Make a little time to do this every day to help stop you from feeling stale. Prepare your body for birth. Alongside creating a postpartum sanctuary plan to support yourself during the fourth trimester, you should try to prepare your body for birth too. Giving birth is one of the most extraordinary things your body can do, but it is also one of the most traumatic. However, there are 3 things you can do to help prepare your body for giving birth: sex, perineal massage, and gentle exercise. The thought of having sex while you're heavily pregnant may not hold much appeal for you. After all, pregnancy and preconceived notions of what's sexy rarely go together. But sex while pregnant is actually beneficial for both the birth process and postpartum journey. Sex opens up the pelvis and releases happy emotions, both of which are helpful as your due date approaches. And by having sex while you're pregnant, you and your partner can express yourselves and prepare for your sex life following the birth. Massaging the perineum, the area between the vagina and anus, is a great way to help prevent birth injuries. You can practice gently stretching this area yourself using your fingers, or you can do it with the help of a sexological body worker. Gentle exercise that's light on the joints, like yoga, will help prevent your pelvic floor from tearing during vaginal birth. Even if you have a cesarean, gentle exercise will strengthen your joints and back to help you carry your child around after the birth. Reconnect with your emotions and vitality. Birth is an event which physically separates you and your baby. However, your emotional systems are still fused. The fourth trimester is an important bonding time between the two of you, and unwanted and unnecessary emotions shouldn't get in the way of that. You'll want to savor this precious time with your newborn, and to do that, you need to get in touch with your emotions. The fourth trimester should be a period of bliss, but instead you may find yourself stressed, anxious, and depressed. Don't just assume that you're experiencing typical depression. Remember, your hormones are out of whack, and these imbalances cause mental and emotional changes. That's why you shouldn't resort to medication right away unless your doctor advises you to. Paying attention to your emotions will help you remain interconnected with your baby and make the postpartum experience more joyful. Practice sifting through your emotions, both the happy and the more challenging ones, and reflect on everything you're feeling. Ask yourself if you feel a sense of closure following the birth experience. If you don't, what do you need to do now so that you can feel like the birth process is complete? For example, if you've given birth via cesarean, you may not feel that you and your child have completed the birth process. This feeling might arise because you haven't been able to channel your maternal energy from your head down through your pelvis to push the baby out, nor did your baby receive a cranial massage from passing through your vaginal walls. Practices like body-mind centering can help you both by connecting with the brain through movement of the body. During the fourth trimester, it's important to share how you're feeling with your partner. Your partner may not have been the one giving birth, but they are experiencing a range of emotions as well. Listen to each other talk about what you both need. Exchange perspectives on the birth experience and how it impacted you. It's also a time to restore your vitality. You've experienced a major shift in energy during this birth process, so how can you regain some of your former strength? Executing your postpartum sanctuary plan is a great start. Tending to your rest and nutrition, receiving loving touch, and reconnecting with nature. But embracing practices from Eastern cultures might benefit you too. Chinese cultures recognize that the fourth trimester is a life transition that requires special attention and care. They believe that a woman's long-term health is determined by the quality of treatment she receives during this period. To assist postpartum recovery, they are guided by yin and yang, the two states of being. Yin is characterized by qualities including dark, moist, cold, blood, and essence, or energy and sex hormones. Yang qualities are bright, hot, fat, dry, masculine, and stress hormones. Pregnancy is a yin state of being, while birth and the postpartum experience are a combination of yin and yang. Giving birth creates a yin deficiency due to the loss of blood, and the experience is dark and cold. That's why women are treated with warm foods and vaginal steaming to help aid in rebuilding their system. Even if you don't belong to an Eastern community, including some practices to rebalance your energy might help you recover your vitality. For instance, you might like to try mother warming. Mother warming involves gently heating the body using external and internal methods. To warm the body internally, you could eat warm foods like soup or hydrate with warm drinks. Steaming your body is a simple way to warm it externally. These gentle practices are enjoyable and comforting ways to revive yourself following birth. Beyond the fourth trimester. The transition out of the fourth trimester involves restoring and restructuring your body. Carrying and birthing a child changes your weight, posture, and center of gravity. You'll likely feel very self-conscious about the way you look after giving birth, but this is a time to relearn how to love yourself and reclaim your sexuality. The best way to become reacquainted with your body is through exercise and sex. Remember that the way your body looks doesn't impact your ability to experience pleasure. Reflect on how you like to be touched and things you're curious about. Open up to your partner about how you want to restore your sexuality and practice it together. This doesn't necessarily mean having penetrative sex. Simply engaging in intimate touching and cuddling is a great way to begin. This will help reestablish the sexual connection within yourself and with your partner, and help you regain confidence. The process of gentle exercise comes full circle during this time. When you were pregnant, it was important to prepare your pelvic floor for the birth by walking and through gentle stretching. These same exercises can be just as helpful as you restructure your post-birth body and heal any injuries that giving birth has caused. Rebuilding your core will also help you heal and support you when carrying your child around. Lie on the floor with your knees sunk inwards and breathe deep. If it hurts to breathe deeply, hold off doing this exercise until more time has passed. Wrapping is another technique to improve your posture when carrying a child around. Wrapping your belly supports the pelvic floor and also prevents your pelvic muscles and tissues from pulling further apart. However, make sure you get some expert advice on how to wrap correctly so you don't put additional pressure on your pelvic floor. Even if you've long been an avid exerciser, wait 6 months before you start running or lifting heavy weights so it doesn't put more stress on your body. The best plan of action for moving forward physically into motherhood is by creating a week-by-week action plan. Prioritize one exercise per week and slowly ease into it. Increasing your strength and spinal and pelvic support will make it easier to carry your baby. You've just listened to our link to The Fourth Trimester, a postpartum guide to healing your body, balancing your emotions, and restoring your vitality by Kimberly Ann Johnson. The Blink's main takeaway is that it's important to prioritize your recovery from birth to ensure the health of both yourself and your child. The fourth trimester is just as important as the first 3 trimesters are, but access to the right information and support is scarce and insufficient. Creating a recovery plan and honoring what you need during this period of time is essential. That way, both you and your child can flourish physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Thank you so much for listening, and if you would like, please leave us a rating or a comment. We always appreciate your feedback.